Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. I hope everyone had a beautiful day. I hope it was a wonderful, wonderful, productive Saturday in whatever you did. Um, I am here late. I know it's after 9, but it's quite all right because I'm here. I made it. And I'm not going to be on here too long because I want to try to keep my word and be on when I say I will. So I'm just checking to see if I am buffering right now. And so far, so good. Nothing. Oh, hey, Tatted. How are you? Hi, my little Tatted beat. What up, Bat Girl? Bat Girl. Yes. What's going on, guys? How was your day? So, I'm going to tell you all about my day, but I hope if you did get a chance, you take a look at the video that I posted earlier today, well, earlier this morning. That kind of tells you an idea of what I did. But anyway, I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, and then I started to head out to Baltimore. Hey, Hi, Married Life Vlogs. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. So I woke up and then I started my journey to Baltimore. And of course, I chose the no tolls route. So I think Baltimore typically is about 3 hours away from here. So I was like, all right, whatever. And it didn't matter because I was going to be early. I wasn't supposed to be there to start setting up until about noon. And I got there like 10:30. And so it's like 5 minutes after I got there, another vendor pulled up. And guess what? He's from Newark, New Jersey. I was like, oh my goodness, we're like neighbors. Hi, Lavender. How are you, Lavender Envelopes? I don't know who this is. I'm sorry. But welcome to Hello World. I'm glad you are doing wonderful, Mr. or Mrs. Vlogs. Hi, Green Organic. How are you? Yes, you made it and I made it. Oh, so guys, if you check out the video that I posted earlier this morning, I was at this, it's called Dads. Well, the organization is Dads United Organization. So basically, the founder just wants to bring fatherhood back. He wants to bring fatherhood back into the homes. I was like, oh my goodness. And so he explains himself and what his organization does and why he does what he does. So take a look at that video when you guys have a moment. But moreover, it was supposed to be a book signing festival or a book signing event as well. So I was like, well, I'm on it because, I haven't been able to secure many book signing events this year. I've done a few, but if I can grab more, I'm going to, right? And yes, it was in Baltimore, 3 hours away, but that's okay because that's a new set of people who've never heard of Be the Difference Clothing and have never heard of Hello World for sure. And I was able to get to them. Hi, Tim. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. Tim, there's some great people in the chat. What up, Flagnac? There's some great people in the chat. I'm still wondering, oh, is that Tatted Hearts? You have 2 pages, Tatted Hearts? Seriously? Okay. So it was a good day. I had an amazing time. Guys, this is what I wore. This is what I wore today. So we will go through all of my layers, right? First, let me take my money thing off. This is how I go. You guys see, this is how I go, right? This is my money thing. So I always put on extra layers. So if anybody tries to rob me, they'll probably go for something and, not necessarily realize. But hopefully I don't run into any of you guys or you guys tell other people what I do anyway. Anyway, so these are the layers that I had on. Starting with, this is, I guess you would say a wife beater. Then I had a tank top. Then I had a thermal t-shirt. Then I had this sweatshirt, and then I put it all on top of that. This was my undergarment to the jeans that I wore on top of it. And then I had some socks on too. So I went with guns blazing, right? I went with guns blazing because I was like, it's outside, we're in October, so it's probably gonna be freezing. But luckily for me, it was actually warm. Oh, and then I had on a scarf too. I had a scarf, a scully, and my head was all covered. Yes, it was. So everybody was like, oh, you look like winter. And I'm like, oh, I look comfortable. Yes. But it wasn't cold. So I really didn't have, and I put a sweater on because after a while, I put a sweater on top of this because after a while it did get a little chilly, but I ended up taking it off because it warmed up. Um, but it was unseasonably warm and I enjoyed that. But it did drizzle, I would say a good portion of the day. It did drizzle. Hi, Chad. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. It's good to see you. Um, so that was that in Maryland. And then, guys, I didn't sell any books. I know, wah, wah, wah. But that's okay because a lot of people purchased, well, I can't say a lot, I'm not going to exaggerate, but people purchased socks, onesies, t shirts, primarily socks, though. Primarily socks were sold today. So some of those holiday ones, if you guys have seen them, you better grab them up because they're almost gone. I literally only have two of the carolers left, and the breakfast socks, breakfast would be the difference. I only have like maybe five of those left. And you all know that once I sell out of my socks, or I hope you believe me, and when I say I sell out of my socks, that's it. It's over and done with. No more. No more to be created. So if you want to be a part of a select group of individuals who own something that no one else owns in the entire world, jump on it. Go to my website. Look at the link down below, www.be the difference clothing. No, be the difference llc.com. That's the website. Oh, Carnata, how are you? I haven't seen you in a minute. Welcome to Hello World. So that was my day, guys. But I honestly did not mind going because of the simple fact that I absolutely want to support. Oh, and I sold a hoodie too. I absolutely want to support any organization or any group that promotes unity within the family, especially, and also the community, right? So I talk about that every day on Hello World. Why wouldn't I do it? It's not to say that there aren't things that are locally that I can be a part of, but this is dope. Like he's an African American guy who is a father who wants to be active in his son's life or his children's life, and he's banning all other fathers of the same like-mindedness to do the same. And so he was telling me how the park that they had the event in, it was like all overgrown and they worked on it. They didn't wait for the city council or the city to give them aid and money to like level out the park and fix it. They didn't wait for that. They just did it themselves. And he said, we don't wait for like cleanups where we do flyers and be like, hey, I'm going to do a cleanup on such and such. He's like, no, if there's a cleanup that needs to be done, he calls his boys. If they're available, they all come out and they clean the entire whatever area. And I'm just like, I really hope that that continues to be not just a trend, but a thing that we all do in our own separate communities. Um, the other night, if you were watching when Chris was on, he said that he interviewed or did a podcast on a young man who started mowing lawns for people who physically could not be able to do so. And then now his organization has grown so big that he does it across the United States, where he goes to individuals' homes and mows their lawn. So I'm just like, guys, we need to do this. We need to get up on the game and do it for our own selves and our own communities and everything else. So Dads United organization, shout outs to them. And they also supported, and at the end, he said, hey guys, he made a big announcement to everybody at the venue. He was like, if you guys want something and you can't maybe afford to buy it, let me know, go shop at the vendors and I got you. Like he was willing to pay for people to purchase items. I would like to say that once at my piece of back, I'm running for the live shows and how everything else, the live show, giving out thanks to everybody. Oh, okay. Flagnag is your main board and processor. Okay. So basically Flagnag, the link that well, not the link, but the comment that I have displayed, he's one of our overseas friends, and his motherboard and mainboard and processing part of his computer system went dead. Um, if you look at the links down below, I have his Facebook link and his PayPal link. If you would like to donate something to help him get his machinery back up, it would be great for him. This is his only source of income, as far as I know. And computers and technology is his life. He builds computers from scratch, custom, not just like having a MacBook or a Chromebook, stuff that we're used to using, but he's doing like motherboards, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that you would see if you went to a big office and you open up the closet and it's like a computer room. So that's what he's used to doing. And now he's delayed. And the cost factor is a little bit more than he can handle. So the more we all can help him, the quicker he's able to get back to working and doing all of the things that he is normally able to do. So if you find it in your heart to help him out, then do so. If not, then just share his story or, reach out to him and find out whatever questions you may have. He'll answer them for you if you have questions. But yes, guys, we are a community of individuals, humanity in itself. We need to help each other as much as we can when we can. It is joy. I didn't realize how much it would cost me to get everything. Yeah, so it's I can only imagine, like I have my little computer here and it cost me, and I bought this like maybe 2 years ago. Cost me about 2 grand just for this computer that I'm talking to you on. And guess what? The hard drive is already full. And I'm like, I don't want to buy I don't want to buy an external hard drive, but eventually I'm going to have to because I can't even update my computer right now to whatever the most recent updates to these computers. So I need to get on that. But guys, I did have a good day. I did enjoy being in Maryland and Baltimore, even though it rained a little. I enjoyed the people that I met, the support that I had reached, all the people that I was able to reach and get to know about Be the Difference clothing. And that was cool. Oh, guys, let me tell you. So one of the vendors, oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. So everything was free, right? As far as they had smoothies, and these smoothies were delicious. They had smoothies. They had watermelon juice. They had funnel cake. And let me tell you, this is the first time I ever tried funnel cake. Yes, it's true. It's the first time I've ever tried funnel cake. And it was very good. So speaking of the funnel cake, the guy who was actually making the funnel cakes, he came over to my table and he saw that I had onesies. And let me tell you how his eyes lit up and he was so excited because he's having his first child soon. And so I took the onesie off and showed him, and he was holding the onesie like he was holding his baby, his newborn baby soon to be. And so he was excited. He bought the onesie that said love on it. And then he also bought the glow in the dark, my future is bright, and onesie. And he was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so excited." Like he literally looked like he was about to cry. And I was like, "Oh, first time dad, guys." And he's so excited to be a father. Yes. Like that's amazing when you see the excitement in somebody who can't wait to be a parent. Right? And I hope that all of you who are parents in the chat that you still have that same feeling when you look at your kids, no matter how old they are. Hey, Adams Exploits, how are you? Fried donut with powdered sugar over top. Yes, I've never had one. So, hey, Adam. I see that you wrote that. Paulinda, what's going on? Welcome to Hello World. So yeah, I've never had one before, and it was cool to try. But yes, that was cool. And what else happened? So other vendors, shout out to them. They supported me. Um, one vendor bought socks, another one bought a t-shirt. So like, the vendors were amazing. I always end up running into dope vendors that support me, and I appreciate them for that. Um, aw, rightfully so, Flagneck. Um, So like, because it's like this person that you created, co-created. They have a heartbeat, they're crying, it's like, wow, you did that? Absolutely. So I hope that you guys still have that same feeling no matter how old we are. Um, but yeah, guys, so I literally when I came on just now is when I actually walked in. I walked in and I'm not even settled yet. You know what I mean? I still have on my work clothes for the day and I haven't eaten. So what I ate for today was I ran to McDonald's and I was scared to order anything on their menu because I knew I was going to be outside all day and I don't eat McDonald's, especially McDonald's breakfast. I rarely eat it and I rarely eat McDonald's now. So I was so scared to buy something, but I needed something to line the bottom of my stomach because at that point I've been up since 6 o'clock, drove about 200 miles and I didn't have anything to eat. So I just bought a hash brown. That was like almost the safest thing that I could possibly buy. And it went fine. And then outside of the smoothie, the banana mango smoothie that I had, um, that was really all I had for today. And the funnel cake. Those were the only things that I had for today. So after I get off here, I'm gonna eat because I can't wait to do that. Um, Ew. I don't eat ew, I don't know, Adam. Does the Egg McMuffin have meat on it? Or is it just the egg and that's it? Because sometimes it's hard to order from places. Like even if I would go into the frozen food section of the supermarket, they always sell meat. I rarely ever see anybody do just like eggs alone, egg sandwich, and that's it. It's always some type of turkey meat or ham or sausage attached to it. Why? They don't care about vegetarians? Um, and the hotcakes, I'm scared, Adam. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I remember one time, well, this is back when I was still eating meat. I had the sausage biscuit and the hash browns. It wasn't the sausage biscuit that got me. It was the oil from the hash browns that got me. And it made my stomach hurt so bad. And this is years ago when I was eating meat, years and years ago. And ever since then, I was just too afraid to eat, um, McDonald's breakfast or anything like that. Um, eh, I changed his first nappy, fed him. Oh, oh, that's so cute. Canadian bacon and ham equals ham. Okay. Oh, okay. Next time I know, but I'm so afraid to order because they look at you like, "Are you ready yet?" And I'm like, "I can't even read the menu. The print is like font 6. How do you expect people to read the menu? They squeeze everything on that menu and you can't even read it." Hi, Chad. Fried donuts, they sell that at McDonald's, Chad? What about Burger King? Oh, they do? I don't think they have the veggie no meat here or at Burger King in this. Oh, Beth Collins. Hey, Beth Collins. I don't think they have um a veggie patty for Burger King. At least I don't know. If I've gone to Burger King, I've always just had the fish sandwich and that's it. And even that is a little pushing it, I think, because you don't know where that if like fish isn't mashed into a patty. You have to do that, process it to do that. Yeah. Oh, they do? I didn't know that, Chad. I didn't know that. Um, Often on the menu. Okay. Yeah, I don't frequent McDonald's that often to catch it when it's on. And they have the McRib sandwich. I don't know if it's across the US or not, But I went to McDonald's last week because I was working. I was working an event, and we ended up going to Philadelphia afterwards. And on the way back, I didn't eat anything. I wanted to go to Popeyes to get like their shrimp basket, but the parking was crazy, or to get into the thing was crazy. So we ended up at McDonald's, and I saw they had a McRib sandwich. I don't know if that's across the board, but I wasn't touching the McRib. I had the fish sandwich. And after that, I already told you guys I was extremely hungry after eating that. After eating that. Ew, right? Oh God, mystery meat. No, thank you. Especially like they have to produce this stuff every single day. They're shooting out thousands of beef patties and chicken patties daily. Not only there, but across the whole fast food chain. So just be careful, guys, how you eat. Try your best to eat the less processed food as possible. We're not always going to be perfect at it. I'm not, but if we can try our best to, eat majority stuff that we cook on our own, it's better. Um, but anyway, guys, that was my day in a nutshell. Let me think. Is there anything else that I wanted to add? The drive back, I wish that I had turned on the toll option because I felt like I was driving for an eternity. I drove on Route 83, then 83 turned into 685, and then 685 put me back onto 83. Then 83 turned into 78. I was on 78 for like 2 hours, like, oh. And all I could think after a while was like, if I had set this GPS to the tolls where it would be 95 all the way up, I know I would have ended up paying $30 in tolls, but I probably would have gotten back 2 hours ago. But anyway, at the end of the day, it was a good drive. I really wish that I was on a local road where I could have seen different scenery, driven through Delaware, just off of Route 40 that I used to drive, but I couldn't find it. So I was like, whatever. Um, but Delaware, I would have definitely stopped in Delaware to eat because Delaware is a tax-free zone state. So I would have stopped over there to eat something and buy gas. But I ended up on 83 for some reason, which was not it was an okay drive, but it was no scenery, except for the trees, which I enjoyed. But I really was looking forward to being on Route 40 to see the restaurants and to see how that road may have developed more since the last time I had driven on it. But maybe next time if I go to Baltimore, I'll find my way onto Route 40 so that I can tell you guys an update on that. I used fried beef hot links to substitute bacon. Okay. Ooh, Beth Collins, I do. I do. I love it. Vegetable soup. I used to make it with celery and a vegetable broth from scratch. So I would saute onions, garlic, and pepper. And then I would saute some carrots too, and I would sweeten it up a little bit. And then I would put my water. I put some garlic, salt, and pepper flakes. And I put potatoes, sweet potatoes, the Spanish sweet potatoes. Um, Vegetables, more carrots, celery, and then sometimes I'll put fish in there if I want to kind of get full. Hey, J Dog, J Dog's in his house. What's going on? Route 1 is a toll road bypass. Adam, I paid no tolls all the way up. None. So on the way, I took Route 1 and then it turned me off right before the toll. It turned me off to go into this local route. And I basically, Route 1 is this way. And I basically went like this underneath the toll and then came back on the same road. Isn't that crazy? And then it put me onto 95 and then it took me off 95. So like I paid no tolls on the way going and on the way back. No tolls at all. Thank God for the GPS. When you say no tolls, they really will get you no tolls. Hey, Eat Sleep, what you doing? How are you? Welcome to Hello World. As I'm wrapping up. But guys, that was my day in a nutshell. I definitely, no matter how far it was, no matter how many sales I made, the fact is I feel very good in supporting um, someone or a group of people who really are about their community, and really are about the advancement of the kids and their community, keeping the place clean and trying to keep the money in their community, right? And not just let people just, you know, gentrify the place. So I appreciate that. So I didn't mind doing that. And he also supported right back. I wasn't expecting it because sometimes when you go to these events, the organizers will not support you. They'll they'll definitely have you sign the contracts, but they won't support you. But I really appreciate when organizations and organizers who put events together, who take your contract, actually spend time researching who you are, even when you're there, and also supporting you financially. Those were great. And I appreciated him for that. And I will definitely have him on Hello World so you guys can get to know more about what he's doing. Just dope individual. So guys, I'm here on Hello World every single night between 7 and 9. Tonight was a little late because I literally walked through the door and I literally had to use the bathroom and come on. And I still have my day clothes on. Um, but if you ever want to know anything about me or people that may have been on Hello World or on Our Lives Seen Through My Eyes series, please check the links below. If you want to know more about Dads United, I did post a video earlier this morning, so check that out. It's only 4 minutes. So check it out and you kind of get an idea. And his passion, you'll feel it because I felt it when I was recording it. Um, so I hope that you guys have a beautiful evening and amazing sleep so that when you wake up, you're refreshed and ready to be the best version of yourself. Um, Remember, whatever you do, guys, whatever you do it with a heart of gratitude, with no expectations. When you have no expectations, guess what? You just don't expect anything, and therefore you won't think anything. So try, guys, to do that in anything and everything that you do. Um, you guys are amazing. Your soul is amazing. There is no mistake about you. You are beautiful. You are absolutely beautiful. There is no mistake about you. So, whatever you may be going through in your life, whether it be great, good, indifferent, or bad, just know that it can always get better, even if it's great. It can always get better. And when it is great for you, make sure you're pulling people up. All right, Chad. Thank you for coming. Hey, Octavia. Holla. Welcome to Hello World. Wait, I was thinking about you earlier when I was driving because I said, I have a new name for you. It's going to be Octavia. You know, like Activia. It's Octavia. That's your name. Every time I see you, it's going to be like that. I hope you like your new welcome, Octavia. Yes. So, anyway, until we meet again, guys, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. I appreciate you guys giving me some time. And I hope that no matter how long or how short any Hello World is, that you see something in the chat or maybe something I may say that may encourage you and brighten your day, because that's what it's all about. So catch me tomorrow. I do have a guest. It's going to be an author, so check it out and enjoy the rest of your night. And my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, signing out on another episode of Hello World.